Hey everyone, welcome back to More Than Plastic. In this video, I'm going to be ranking all of these figures. I'm going to separate it by like imports slash like bootlegs because I have a couple of those, and Marvel Legends obviously. So I guess just stay tuned and hear me talk about all of these. It'll be fun, so let's get into it. Alright, so starting us off at number 23, we have Webman. So this is just a very interesting figure. It's from that like weird like little short story where like Spider-Man, it's kind of like Bizarro Spider-Man basically, to put it simple. As a figure, it's just, you know, it's using this body mold that I don't really like. It's the very muscular and bulky mold that they use, and the head sculpt is a little funky. We'll see those in a couple figures that are on my bottom tier in a second. So yeah, that's Webman. Then at number 22, I just am not a big fan of this figure. This is Spider Assassin, or as Hasbro calls it, Spider Shot. He's a really cool character, but I don't know, for some reason the figure is just not really doing it for me. And none of these figures are bad, like let me just say that. Like even the Webman figure, that's not bad. I'm just ranking them, and someone has to be the last. Okay, then at number 21, we have UK Spidey. Same thing, he's on this very chunky, especially this figure, it looks even bigger. Very, very chunky body mold, and the head is just a little off. But cool character nonetheless, but just not one of my favorite figures. At number 20, we have the PlayStation Spider-Man. They just can't get this character right in Marvel Legends. The PlayStation 5 one is bad. I don't like the colors on it. This one, the colors are okay, but just the body mold, as we know, I clearly have beef with this. And the head sculpt is just, whew. So yeah, I didn't even pick up the PlayStation 5 one because I just was not feeling it. So yeah, that's number 20. Okay, then at number 19, we have Spider-Man 2099 from Across the Spider-Verse. I like this figure. I mean, it's not bad, just not one of my favorites. The cape's really cool. People hate on this figure, but I like it. At number 18, we have Bombastic Bagman. I love this figure, and I love just the look of this thing. It makes me laugh. It's so funny. But as a Spider-Man figure, obviously it's not his classic look, so it's not one of my favorites, but it's a fun figure, and I'm really glad that I have it. Okay, next up at number 17, we have Peter B. Parker from Into the Spider-Verse, and I like this figure a lot too. I think the hard, I guess you would call them like plastic goods instead of soft goods, it works on this figure. So I do have, from one of my bootlegs, it came with like these type of clothes but as soft goods. And it's pretty cool, but I don't mind it. I like the hard plastic on this figure. I think it's cool that you could like see the inside of the suit, and he kind of has that gut going on because he's Peter B. Parker. But it's a cool figure. The head sculpt's nice. It's definitely way nicer than the one that they released for the Across the Spider-Verse wave. That one had nothing to it. It had no head sculpt, not really many accessories, and it just wasn't even movie accurate. But no, this one's good. Number 16, I'm gonna try to get him to hold his accessory. I dropped it. We have Pizza Spider-Man, and this one's cool too. I love the unmasked head sculpt. The pizza's so just very cute and funny, and it's a very, I'm just gonna put it to the side so it doesn't drop. The body mold is nice. It's good for like teenage Peter Parker, I'd say. I think people would consider this like their staple for the longest time before like newer molds and versions have come out, but there's definitely a lot better ones now, I'll say that. But very solid. Okay, coming in at number 15 now, we got the Ben Reilly costume, and nothing wrong with this figure at all. I really like it. It's just I had to put it somewhere on the list, and he fell here. Love the logo on the chest, like that looks great, and on the back too. Very nice big logo. This costume is pretty cool. This is when Ben Reilly was like the main Spider-Man in the comics for a couple years, and I like it. Very good figure. Then at number 14, we have Spider-Man 2099 in the comic look, and I really like this figure. I know that there's a different version that came out a long time ago before this one, where the logo on the chest is a lot bigger and the colors are a little bit more like metallic and bright. And I actually prefer this version, I'm not gonna lie. I think the blue like works. It looks very nice. And the cape's pretty cool. It's glued on a little bit. I got this used, and that's how it came. Very nice figure. I like the lean kind of look. Then at number 13, we have this symbiote Spider-Man, and it's so nice. Very classic look, just clean. On the retro body, I believe, which I do like that body a lot, I gotta say. That's probably one of my, I'd say that's my second favorite body mold that they use. So yeah, that is the black symbiote suit Spider-Man. Then at number 12, we have the Tobey Maguire figure. I like the head sculpt a lot. The body's just a little weird, like, that's a little off to me. And the colors are just not there. I do have the 3-pack as well as the single card releases, so I could like customize this if I want, like paint the legs a little bit more of a navy blue, and the red is just a little too orangey for me. I don't know, it's definitely off, but hey, it's Toby, so you know I'm a fan of it no matter what. And the back, oh, I love the logo. I'm obsessed with this suit. And number 11 now, we have Spider-Punk from the comics. Just a very cool looking figure. Like, come on, there's no denying that this isn't cool. The vest, look at the back of that. The shoes, the guitar, and the spike mohawk. It's just really nice. All right, we're at the top 10 now. So these are some of the best of the best. So number 10, we have the Final Swing suit, Tom Holland. I love the blue that they used on this. It looks so good. And this is just a very nice, like, comic accurate kind of look. I know people don't really like this figure, but I enjoy it a lot. The head sculpt, they could have done a new one. They could have done like a No Way Home version of him, but I understand. They're trying to budget and stuff. The proportions are finally good. All the Tom Holland figures were like 2 feet tall in 6-inch scale form, that is, so like 2 inches tall. Now we actually have the full scale, and the proportions are a lot better, so I'm happy with that. Then at number 9, we have this Scarlet Spider. A couple months ago, he would have been higher, but with the release of the new one, which you'll see where that one is towards the end of the video, I put him a little bit lower, but this was my favorite for a while. I just absolutely love this Ben Reilly look, and look in general, like one of my favorite Spider-Man costumes. It is so, so cool. I really like it. The cherry red, it looks good on this figure. Like both figures, I'll compare them later, but both figures work in their own way. And I'm very happy to own this one. Okay, then number 8, we have Spider-Punk. Love this figure. I mean, come on, look at all the detail on it. I'm trying to get him to hold his guitar better. The boots and the guitar and the vest, it's just so, so detailed. And the suspenders, it looks amazing. And the articulation, the posability on this thing is great. Like, it's almost up to par with like some imports, I gotta say. Like, that's how good quality it feels. So yeah, Spider-Punk is definitely high up there. Good job on that one, Hasbro. I might have said that one was 7. Well, we're at 7 now. At that one we have the animated series figure, and I watched the show and I loved it. It was so good. There is a Spider-Man animated show that I do like a little bit more, and we'll get to that figure in a wee bit. But yeah, no, I mean, his eye's a little bit messed up. We're gonna ignore that. But I love the colors. Every time I see this figure, I'm like, look at the colors on it. It just like pops and like sticks out to me so much. So I really, really enjoy this one. Number 6, we have the Amazing Fantasy 15. And I have the original version that came out, as you can see, because he has the red logo. The one that was accurate to the comics that they re-released has the white, but honestly, I think I like this version a little bit more. I think the red kind of blends in a little bit more. Don't hate on me. But no, this one is so cool. I love this body mold. It's very, very nice. The proportions are good. The articulation's great. And it's just very, like, I'd say, like, college Spider-Man. I'd put him at that kind of time period. Like, in a body mold sense, because he's kind of, like, skinny and lean, but, like, not too muscular yet. So it's good. It works. I like it. Number 5, we have the Andrew Garfield figure. Love the head sculpt. Look at that. It's so good. And this suit is just perfection. Like, this is the most comic accurate live action suit that there is. I absolutely love it. The logo looks great, and the colors. I normally do like a brighter Spider-Man, but it works on this one. Number 4, we have the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. I love that it came with a head sculpt. It's really nice. And the body mold. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's the perfect balance of like lean, but also like muscular at the same time, because he's kind of like, it's not like that chunky, solid other look from the older figures that I didn't like. Very, very good figure. I'm happy to have this one. All right, now number 3 is actually a figure that I don't have. So he's gonna be the stand-in for it, because it's the same mold and same like head sculpt and all that. It is I'll put a picture of it. It's the Amazing, I'll put it here. It's the Amazing Fantasy, or I'm sorry, the Amazing Friends Spider-Man from that 3-pack. I don't have it, but I really, really want it. And since I don't have it, I can't put it at like 1 or 2, but I think if I did have it, I probably would put it at that point. So I'll settle for 3 on that one, because it's just that good. It's this figure, but with the blue coloring, and it's so nice looking, and the body is just perfect. And I am scouring the internet for that one, and I will have it someday. So I'll put him at number 3 for now. But most likely if I owned him, he'd be one. Okay, now number 2, it's this Scarlet Spider. Oh, the colors, the articulation, the body, the sweatshirt, everything, the eyes on the suit, and he has a little piece of hair on him, yucky. But, oh, it is just so good. They nailed it. Nailed this figure. Absolutely crushed it. I actually originally wasn't going to get this. I was so happy with my old one because that figure's nice too, but when I saw people posting this one online, I had to get it. I was just like, I fell in love with it. So this is number 2. Last but not least, coming in at number 1, we have, and I'm sure all of you are probably going to guess it, the retro card Spider-Man. It's just classic Spider-Man. How could you go wrong with that? Look at how good it is. The logo, the body. I like this body too. They really pop off on the bodies, I gotta say. Like, the only bad one is that Webman and Spider UK one. That one sucks. But nah, these are so good. I'm obsessed with it. The head sculpt, that's just classic Spidey to me. The best it gets there. Very nice. Alright, now moving on, we are gonna do like the import / like bootlegs, and I gotta be honest, it's mostly bootlegs, or just kind of like miscellaneous Spider-Man figures. I didn't want to put it with the Marvel Legends. I wanted to separate it just so like it kind of made more sense. But at number 9, we have this jump scare, so prepare yourself. Oh, this is a bootleg SHFiguarts homecoming suit, and I just can't get this thing to look good. It's so scary. Look at his neck. It's so long, and it like pops off. I like hate it, and he doesn't have like really good articulation at all. And like, what is the the torso looks nice, but then this upper piece is like the complete different color. I don't know what's going on. The backpack's kind of nice, sculpted. That's really the only good thing I could say about this thing. But it was like $10, so I'm not complaining at all. Well, I guess I am, but it's not the figure's fault. It's just the quality of it. So, yeah. We're gonna just, put that there. Then, at number, oh my god, my list is like a mess. I think at number 8, we have this ToyBiz figure. This actually was not mine. This is from 2001, and I wasn't even born yet. This is actually my boyfriend's figure when he was younger, and he had 2 of them, so I have 2. One is still just displayed. I didn't take it down. But he graciously gifted it to me to fund my collection. But no, this is a nice figure. It's got like the McFarlane eyes and just like really cool body, and for like the time, it's really good articulation. At number 7, we have this Mafex one, which if this was just like a statue and not an action figure, I would put it higher. But oh, I'm sorry, did I say Mafex? I meant Mafex bootleg from AliExpress. If it was just a statue, it would be high because it looks cool like that. Like, I gotta say, the colors and just the way it's like shaded, I guess, kind of looks really nice. But whew, if I try to move this thing 1 centimeter, it's falling apart. Like, the leg came off a couple times, the arm popped off. So I just have him in this thumbs up pose because I'm a little bit afraid, and that's how I feel. At 6, we have this spectacular Spider-Man figure, and he's supposed to be on a bike, and I don't know where it is. So he's stuck in this pose because he doesn't have knee articulation, because that's how the figure was meant to be. And it's a little delicate. I'm so sad. I broke this a little bit back ago when I was trying to like put it on my shelf. I'm so upset because this actually was mine since I was a kid. Like, this show was around like the time I was growing up. But this show is amazing. I love it. It's so good. My favorite animated Spider-Man series. And this figure actually looks so nice. Like, besides that he has no articulation, it's a good figure. It captures the look of him very well. Coming in number 5, we have the bootleg Mafex Far From Home suit. I actually didn't like this suit when like the movie was coming out, but after getting this figure and like looking at it more, I really like it. It reminds me of the Amazing Fantasy 15 suit. I think that's what they were going for with the black. I'm a fan. And this figure, for being a bootleg, is pretty good. No complaint there. And he's taking a selfie, so that's me. Okay, number 4, we have this bootleg SHF Miles. Articulation is phenomenal. For being a bootleg, it doesn't feel like it's gonna snap. And this thing falls all the time. He just cannot like stay on my shelf because his like feet, I guess, are really tiny, so that kind of sucks. But hey, it's a good figure, I gotta say, and it was pretty cheap, so I can't complain. I like this Miles a lot. Head sculpt's good figure all around. Then number 3, we have the bootleg SHF Tobey Maguire. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably a little bit higher because I love Tobey Maguire, because like the top part is like a little weird, like here. But the articulation on this is pretty good still for what it is. The back logo looks good. At least the colors are right, unlike the Marvel Legends. So this one's good, and come on, that head sculpt. How did they do that? It looks really good. Number 2, and this was hard as well. Ooh, I think I'm gonna make a last minute switch, honestly. Okay, actually no, like this is my number 2, and he was gonna be number 1, but I switched last second. Andrew, SHF bootleg. I don't understand how this is a bootleg because it's so good. It's so metallic. And the head sculpt, the real one didn't even come with a head sculpt. Oh, like an unmasked head sculpt, that is. It's so good. I love it. They actually popped off with this one. It's like just so nice to look at. So yeah, number 2, Andrew. But number 1, I just made this decision. It's gonna be the Sentinel bootleg of the Into the Spider-Verse. I gotta put this at number 1 for the bootlegs and miscellaneous, because the poses you can get this one into is just insane. And the accessories too, all the different heads, all the hands, it's amazing. He is so posable. I don't feel like I'm gonna snap him, and I'm just in love. I love this figure so much. I had to put him first instead of second. I had to do him justice. So yeah, that is my number 1 for the bootlegs. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around till the end to watch my tier list and see who's number 1. So these were our 2 winners. We got the Retro Marvel Legend one and the Sentinel bootleg for the imports. These are our 2 top contenders. Really quick, hi, this is me editing. Just want to say that these are my Spider-Man villains. If you want me to do a video doing like a tier list on those, let me know. So drop that in the comments. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been More Than Plastic, and make sure to subscribe and like and all that. See you guys next time.